When is the best time to visit New Zealand and Australia for a holiday? As a travel designer, this is a key question travelers ask me of. Well, there's actually two parts to this question. In this video, I'll provide you with answers and other travel tips to make your trip a real success. From my experience, travel dates and locations are the essential first steps for planning a combined New Zealand and Australia vacation. Anything else comes afterwards. To get you started, I'll get some fabulous sample itineraries as a guideline later on in this video. Hi, my name is Michael Nees from Virtual Journeys and Guest New Zealand. Over the past 30 years, I've been a tour guide, travel agent, and storyteller for New Zealand and Australia. Throughout this video, I will provide you with good to know insider knowledge, so let's get started. By looking at the map, it looks as though Australia and New Zealand are quite close to each other. Therefore, many travelers decide to visit Australia and New Zealand in one go to make the most out of their long-haul flight. So far so good, but climate and travel seasons between parts of Australia and New Zealand are quite different to each other, and you need to bear this in mind before start planning. For New Zealand, the main travel season is between October and April. New Zealand has spring, summer, autumn and winter season. Generally speaking, you can travel throughout the year, but in the winter months between June and August, the daylight hours are much shorter. This is especially the case the further south you go. Also, many of the outdoor tours and accommodation providers will close for the winter season. Some of the walking tracks will not be accessible as well. Good to know, some people prefer to travel in the winter season for specific reasons, such as skiing or because they enjoy the slower pace with less visitors around. For Australia, the best travel season depends on where in Australia you will be going. For example, the far north of Australia has the rainy and cyclone season between November and March. Those areas are not too good to travel during those times. Also, the outback, Uluru, Ayers Rock are far too hot during those months. For the northern and central Australian regions, the best travel months are usually between April and October. However, for the southern regions of Australia like Adelaide, Kangaroo Island, Melbourne and Tasmania, the summer season, October to April, is the best time to visit, very much like New Zealand. Good to know, Australia is a huge continent. It has a similar size to the US after all, with many subclimates, vast distances and unique weather conditions. Generally speaking, you can travel in all regions throughout the year, but you really need to be prepared for some adverse weather conditions. So after we sorted out the basics for each travel destination, we can move on to combine both countries into one overall holiday experience. Over the years, I have designed thousands of Australia and New Zealand travel itineraries for people from around the world. The very best time to visit New Zealand and Australia is either April, May or September, October. Here we are, that's your answer. So if your travel dates are in April and May, you want to visit New Zealand first to enjoy those beautiful, often calm late summer, autumn days. Then head over to Australia, start from Sydney, then maybe Kangaroo Island, the Great Ocean Road, and then go into the outback, into the far north areas. That normally works the best. If your travel dates are in September and October, you want to head to Australia first. Most flights will arrive into Sydney, which makes it a natural key starting point. After that, travel further north to the Great Barrier Reef or go into the outback before making your way to New Zealand. Good to know, while these general travel tips and strategies are guidelines, there can be variations year by year, depending on the season's start and end times. So keep this in mind when you plan your overall travel itinerary. If you're unsure, you might want to focus just on one country, New Zealand or Australia. Remember, less is often more, especially if you have limited time available for your trip. Now, check out some helpful sample travel itineraries for a combined Australia and New Zealand travel itinerary in the subscription field below. If you find this video helpful, hit the subscribe button below, thumbs up to stay connected for more helpful New Zealand travel tips. Please leave any questions in the comments fields and I will endeavor to answer them. See you in the next video.